Before today's video, a word from our sponsor.
How's our signature dish?
Bland as fuck.
Are you tired of your food tasting bland? Well, you have come to the right place because today we are playing World of Warships, so you don't have to worry about your dish tasting bland no more. Well, hello there, I am Lerman and today I'll be featuring you a CV game. Yes, a CV game, I don't know, I'm just bored. I mean, really I just want the Richthofen because it's OP as hell. But first I have to grind my way through this thing, which is a piece of crap. Why? Okay, well here is a PowerPoint presentation as to why the Parseval is a piece of crap. So, thank you for coming to my PowerPoint presentation. So why the Parseval sucks? First of all, the Rocketplanes. 8 out of 10 games, you're going to end up going up against an enemy team that barely has any cruisers that you can actually citadel with these things. And even if they are there, they are bound by a layer of so much AA that it's impossible to get through. And even in a nice matchmaking like this, where you can actually get through, this tiny little island that's way below the planes, for whatever reason make the planes go higher, and so I miss. Problem number 2, the torpedo bombers. I mean, do we even need to talk about these? Like, they might as well be there for just decoration. Maybe they are at least good at finishing ships off? Nope, never mind. And finally, the AP bombers. This is the most frustrating part of the experience, because this is where the damage is supposed to be, right? Well, except that if a BB driver actually has the brains to maneuver, you see, you can't line up the whole reticle. And you see that part where the reticle is on top of the sea instead of the ship? Well, where do you think the bombs are going to go? Yeah, in the sea, of course. And the one bomb that hits only gets a pen because it hits superstructure, which is actually the luckier outcome because you can hit the turret for 0 damage. Or even better, bounce it off the side of the turret, which I have somehow done before. But this match I was actually getting lucky. Like, right now you are actually seeing like my best performance in this ship. So, I conclude that the Parseval is not a fun ship to play because it's too dependent on RNG. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, it was a PowerPoint presentation. Whatever. Anyway, let's jump more into this match because, yeah, this one is actually somewhat enjoyable. And here, actually the best target I found for my Rocketplanes was the enemy CV. And frankly enough, that's maybe what I should have been doing from the get-go. That apparently gives you the most damage. I mean, CV sniping with the Richthofen is very common in clan battles, so fair enough. And then there is also the Manfred, which is just a joke. Let's not talk about that ship. I think I just sunk that bomb through his freaking funnel there. That's not bad. So there's another reason why I'm actually featuring this replay, not just because this is actually, well, actually in and of itself it isn't exactly a very entertaining game. The only really fun part about this comes towards the end of the match. Actually, let's jump ahead. So you'll see that I'm not doing great with HP here because of that annoying little Didi over there and that annoying CV plane over there spotting me for him. Which, I mean, actually I have to give it to that CV, that is some 200 IQ play. Like, I really wouldn't expect that from a CV to not go in for a strike but instead to spot for a DD. So props to him, I guess. But after some time he finally comes in to strike me, loses his planes, and with just 2000 HP I managed to actually sneak out. So after I managed to gather some torpedo bombers on deck, I go out to hunt him. I put on auto navigation to get me further behind the island so that if the eagle comes out he can't spot me. But here's the problem. As I am going up to him, you'll see my planes do a little of a weird thing here. And in case you are confused, the ritual dance of the planes mean that you have been disconnected. And by the time that I have gotten back, well, it's too late.
Mission failed!
And now, lo and behold, the chat. So first and foremost, I get called an idiot, retard, puts it into all chat as well so that everyone can see. I also get called a bot, which is very nice. Then I also get called a weekend warrior, even though this match did not take place on a weekend. And then I just put excuse me in the chat to make it obvious that I am not a bot. And well, the replies that I get to this make it very obvious the kind of people that I'm dealing with here. Look at that, it's like communicating with children. And then I just explain the fact that I put auto nav on, and I say it's slow, but in hindsight I actually realized that when you disconnect in this game, your ship stops, like it comes to a full stop. But I didn't know that it happens with auto nav on as well. I thought when you put on auto navigation it didn't do that, but apparently it does. And the reply that I get to that is even better. Of course, I shouldn't be talking to them because the best way to upset them is to leave them alone. But in this instance, I was just really curious as to what their problem was. So I also put in the fact that I disconnected. And to that guy's amusement, he thinks that I am lying. And thinks that I am trying to come up with excuses for why I'm playing so bad, even though it really was just a compilation of factors that I was not in control of. Not that I'm saying that I'm a very good CV player, but look at him mocking me. It's just brilliant. Well, that's the internet for y'all. And I'm just still seeing if they can come up with any reason as to why they like hate me so much. Like, we are winning the game, I did not inconvenience them, so yeah, did better than you. Well, whatever makes you feel better, man.
Wow, that is delicious. Finally, some good fucking food.